if there is anything you do not want to do when you go into 2025, is you allowing your money to control you instead of you controlling your money. You work so hard going from paycheck to paycheck, but at the end of the day, you do not know where your money is going into. It's not as if you are actually squandering the money. It's not as if you're spending too much. It's not as if you are, doing things that you're not supposed to do. But at the end of it all, it just seems like you are not making money at all. I don't know if you can relate with this, right? So on as you go into 2025, we want to actually plan right. We want to manage our finances. We want to plan how our money will actually be utilized, right? We want to secure the bag, like a friend of mine would say, right? So we must be intentional, we must be strategic about our finances, and that is why on this video I will be sharing with you the strategy that has worked for me, and I know that it will work for you if you do the same. Okay, so it is called the 70-20-10 rule, right? 70-20-10 rule. That's the one budgeting strategy that has worked for me. Now, what is budgeting? Budgeting is you actually asking your money or telling your money where to go, what to do, and how to do it, right? So it is you actually telling the money, this is what I want you to do, and that is what budgeting is all about. And why do you actually need to budget? It's so that at the end of the day, you can be able to measure, right, how your money is being spent. It's so that at the end of the day, you can tell, you can see your money. You can say, yes, this is actually what I used money for, and this is what my money has been able to achieve for me. And that is why budgeting is very, very important as you go into 2025. So on this video, I'll be sharing with you my strategy, and definitely if you implement this, it's going to work for you. Now, before I do that, I want you to subscribe, right? Subscribe to this channel, because on this channel, I share everything about how to make money, how to get customers, how to grow your business. If this is of interest to you, then you want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like this video, guys. Yes, guys, like the video and also share with your friends so that they can also learn the strategy and have a better plan for 2025, because I'm sick and tired of people complaining, right, about finance every year by year. It's not as if you are not making money, but it's just as if you are not making money even when you are making money, because you cannot tell what exactly you're using money for, right? So what exactly is our 70-20-10 rule? Now, the 70-20-10 rule is you splitting your income into three parts. Okay, it is you splitting your income into three parts. Now, the first part is 70%. So 70% of your income should go for the things that you need, right? 70% of your income should go for the things that you need. So what are those, needs? Right? Remember, we have needs and we have wants. So what are those needs of yours? So we have your rent, it is a need. We have your probably children's school fees, it is a need. We have food, because you must eat. The person will eat, now they manage money, right? So you must eat. So that's a need. What other needs do you have? So you can look at your bills, right? Your water bill, NEPA bill, and the rest continue. So what are those needs? Okay, so you want to apportion 70% of your income to those needs. Okay, now the other 20%, right, goes to your wants. So what are your wants? Your want can be, you want to buy bags, so that you can actually, if you're a lady like me, right, you have a budget where you want to buy bags, you want to change your wardrobe, you want to hang out with friends, you want to hang out with family, you want to take family out, you want to, do charity. Those are the wants, right? So you can have your 20% of your income as that. Now, the other 10% is the percent where you now save or you invest. Okay, you now save that 10% or you invest. Now, this rule is not a general rule, it's not something that somebody said this is how you must do it, right? So you can decide, depending on how much you earn, you can decide to apportion, instead of 10% to your savings, you can decide to say, okay, instead of putting 20 to your wants, you can decide to break your wants into two, and say maybe 10% go for my wants, and 30% goes for my 20% goes for my savings, right? So it's something, but I'm just giving you a rule, a strategy that has worked for me, right? And you also can actually use it to work for your own self. So 70%, let's say for instance that you earn 500,000 naira. Okay, so if you earn 500,000 naira, 70% of that 500,000 naira is, let's say, 350,000 naira. So 350,000 naira, you want to plan around it for the month, right? Because it's a monthly thing, right? You always get your paycheck or your salary every month. So you want to plan around 350,000 naira for the needs of the house, right? The family, your school fees, your bills, and all of that. Okay, now if you don't earn up to 500,000 naira, whatever it is that you earn, use the formula. All right, so I'm not saying that everybody watching this video is going to earn 500,000 naira. 500,000 naira is just, for example. Okay, so if you earn below 500,000, you can still work with it. If you earn above 500,000, you can still work with the same rule and strategy. All right, so don't think like, because I'm not earning 500,000 naira, I cannot do this. No. All right, everybody can do this. Everybody can use this rule, use strategy, right, to actually, save the bag, to actually get financial, freedom in 2025. So 70% of that income of yours, 500,000 naira, we are using as example, right? 350,000 naira goes into, your needs. All right, now we said 20% goes into your wants, that's taking family out, doing charity work, having some, personal things to yourself. Of course, you're making money, so you should be able to also enjoy the money, right? But some people can decide that, hey, I don't want to enjoy the money now. Let the money, actually make me more money. And that is when you can now decide to take it over to your savings. Do you understand? So you can add it to your savings and say, no, I don't want my want. I don't want to do anything want, right? I just want to do, my needs and my savings and investment. Yes, that can be for you. So you can do 70% of your needs, right? Your income into needs, and you can do 30% of your income into savings and investment. Whatever works for you. All right. So that's your investment. You can, the one for your savings, you don't apportion that, to save. Now, for me, there are this third party finance, what do I call them now, house, right, that you can actually use to invest your money or save your money, instead of actually leaving your money in the bank, right? Now, one thing leaving your money in the bank actually does for you is that you're asking the bank to actually trade with your money. Many of us don't know that when you leave your money in the bank, you're actually asking them to trade with your money. And by the time they trade with your money, how many percent do they give you for interest? Let's be honest with ourselves. But if we actually use these third party, houses, right, financial houses, they can actually trade with the money and actually give us percentage, as interest, right? And on this channel, I have a video where I talked about, 3 apps that you can actually use, financial apps that you can actually use to actually, invest and save money, that you will get good returns, right, in your interest at the end of the month, right? And the beautiful thing about using those financial apps is that once you're saving and investing, it's adding you're seeing your interest immediately, right? You're seeing your interest immediately. So you can invest in mutual funds, you can invest in stock, you can invest in treasury bills, right? I remember that treasury bill is actually one of the things that I actually, started investing on earlier in my life. Treasury bill, nobody taught me about that. I just went to the bank one day, I think I heard about it somewhere, and I went to my bank and I was like, treasury bill, I want to invest in it. And I remembered the first amount I used for that was 100,000 naira, right? If you're in Nigeria, First Bank, right? That was the bank I was using then. So that was the bank I started with. 100,000 naira, I asked them to put it into treasury bill. And at that time, right, it was running for, I think, 3 months, 6 months. That is when you can leave the money up for, right? 3 months, 6 months, and they will give you your return at the end of the day. So they give you your capital and your return. Now, sometimes, right, depending on how you instruct them, right, they can actually give you your interest and roll over your capital. Do you understand? So at the end of the 3 months, they can give you your interest and roll over your capital again for you. Or if you want them to actually give you everything at the same time, at the end of 3 months or 6 months, they will give you your money. Now, there are some apps also that does this. Okay, I'm going to do a video, so watch out for that, where I'm going to share again this financial apps that you can use, right? So you can actually approach any of the banks that you're using and tell them you want to do treasury bills, right? Ask them how you can do treasury bills. I know First Bank does it, right? So you can check for, with your bank and see if they are doing it, and, start doing it, right? That is another way you can make money from your money, because that treasury bill, they are using it to, invest, right? And they give you percentage interest at the end. So instead of you locking your money in the bank and you're not getting anything from it, why don't you, invest it into mutual funds, treasury bills, and, make money for yourself? 2025 should be different for you and I. All right, 2025 should be different for you and I. We should be making money, right? And we should be making money, and we should be seeing the money that we are making. And that is why I actually want to, start up a challenge, a savings challenge for the month of January. Okay, I'm looking at starting up a savings challenge. If you're interested in joining us, okay, it's going to be free. If you're interested in joining us, check the link in the description of this video. I'm going to put the link there, right, so that you can join us and let us secure the bag. I don't know why I'm always saying this. My friend always said, let us secure the bag, right? So let's secure our finances in 2025. So click the link in the description to join that savings challenge. Also, if you want us to plan, right, I have a workshop that is coming up, right, in January. Also, we'll be planning for the year 2025. Okay, so if you're interested in that, it's just 5,000 naira. Click the link on the description of this video and join that workshop. Now, what are we doing at that workshop? We will be planning for 2025. We'll be setting goals. Okay, we'll be setting strategies. We'll be setting plans. You also get my income planner to help you, plan out how you are going to be making money. All right, in 2025, you would also be getting my book called The Wasted Year. All right, so all of this is what you'll be getting, and many more. There's a coaching program attached to it. You will also be getting accountability partner, right? There must be somebody holding your hands for you to succeed. Okay, there must be somebody holding you for you to succeed. If not, you will continue to live life the same way, right? And somebody said it is foolishness for you to continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. Okay, so let's do this together in 2025. Click the link beneath this video and join the workshop. It's called the Planning the You 2025, the You Year 2025, right? So click the link. It's just 5,000 naira. Join the workshop and let us plan 2025 2025 together. Now, if you have gotten value from this video, let me know in the comments that you have gotten value from this video. Are you going to be using this strategy? How much do you earn, right? How much income do you earn right now? So let me know in the comments, and how. Now I want you to tell me in the comments how much is your income, and also tell me the budgets that you, as you I've broken that 500,000 naira down. I want you to break down your income in the comments, right? So if you earn 100,000 naira, break it down. Tell me the 70%, 20%, and 10%. Let me know what exactly that amount of money is for you, and how you will be managing that money going forward. I want to believe this video has been helpful to you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and don't forget to share. Yes guys, share the video so that other people can find it valuable. Until I come your way again on another video, I remain Grace Ibe, your money girl.